Well, hello and welcome. Today is 26 of my Plein April challenge, where I go out and paint every day in the month of April. And I am hanging out on the beautiful patio at Chemeketa Cellars Tasting Room and looking over part of the valley. And so today I'll be doing that view. So come along with me and see how it turns out. It is quite warm today, so I am hanging out in the shade, checking out the view. I am going to focus on like the mountains. So we got some springy green trees going down, and from here is the mountain range. This will be playing around with a lot of like muted colors, because when things are further away from you at a distance, they are usually in a lighter color, sometimes even more blue than what you expect. So there, and there's like a little hill, let's see, here, goes up. It's kind of hard to tell some things from this distance even, so it might get a little muddled together. You'll get the idea of it though. There's actually some big bushes here, but I'm just gonna ignore those. Just kind of make my own farm landscapes. So I'm gonna say I'm inspired by the view today, not necessarily doing exactly what I see. Oh dear, this is upside down. I don't want that. I've been trained myself to know where all the colors are in this orientation. There it is. Whew. Crisis averted. Okay, the sky. Some titanium white. Grab some of this. I went through and I refilled my paints last night. They're not quite all the way dry, but I've got titanium white, Delft blue, Payne's gray. Add some water, and let's more white. Looking at this landscape, the lightest thing is the sky. So I'm kind of working monotones, and there are 0 clouds. Monotone is kind of just like one color. Come on, focus, there we go. Monotones are just like one color that you work in. So this is going to be a lot of blues, I think, today. Get some more color going. Delft blue, Payne's gray, titanium white. Oh, more white. There we go. It is so quiet up here. You can kind of hear the traffic below, but the birds are more prominent. Okay, sky is done. Next we'll be mixing the furthest hillside. Get more Delft blue, Payne's gray. Let's do some helio turquoise. It's not helio blue, it's helio turquoise. I keep calling it the wrong thing up here. Too dark. titanium white. There we go. I'm just adding a little bit of water to my paint because it's quite dry out. Well, I mean, warm today. So I just want my paint to flow nicely. So I keep adding a little water to it. And I'm using my largest brush, which is size 12 round brush, my travel brush set that I have. If you are interested in this set, you can make sure to check out my description because I have the links for my Amazon storefront. So things that I found on Amazon, I've made like little lists for people to find, and when you purchase through my storefront, I get a little commission, like a couple cents here and there. You don't get charged anything extra for doing that. So check that out. You might find something you gotta try out. You never know. I even have this little palette linked for you. Okay, I'm liking those. And then let's do some Payne's Gray, Helio Turquoise. Rinse my brush because I want to get a little bit of the lemon yellow. Some lemon yellow in there. There we go. More Payne's Gray, Helio Turquoise. There we go. And next is the next layer of hills, which are here. Just playing around with the colors, kind of like the depth. So lemon yellow, Helio Turquoise, Payne's Gray. Layering colors like this can be really fun. Like watercolors, you work light to dark, so you use the background to foreground usually. Gouache, you work back to foreground, so this is working perfectly. Gets me a little bit darker for this hill. So let's add some Delft Blue to this mix. A little bit more of the lemon yellow and Payne's Gray. Because sometimes with landscapes, for things far away, the closer you get to you, the darker they are. And part of it is this thing called atmospheric perspective. Because between you and the item or the object, the landscape feature, there's more air particles. And the more air particles involved, the lighter things get. Okay, here's that. let's do some of the crops, fields. Get my titanium yellow ochre, some burnt sienna, and then ivory black, just a smidge. Do some fields. I'm going to do some farm work real quick. Get some more of this more opaque color going. So it's more thick, not like watered down like watercolor. Maybe a little bit of white to that too. Get some more of the color going. Okay. Alright, and then I'm going to do a little brighter green for there. Clean my brush. I'm going to use Azo yellow, my cobalt blue, some titanium white, and some more yellow. I feel like it's too minty. There we go. Got a water drop on it. I touched it. Bad life choice, Elizabeth. Bad painting choice, I guess. It's not a bad life choice necessarily. It's a bad painting choice. These are just the farmlands below Chemeketa Cellars Tasting Room. So Chemeketa Cellars is part of Chemeketa Community College in Salem. I think this is where the students come to learn how to make wine, because why not? Okay, let's get more of that color going. This guy. Trying to fix that little blip. Okay. I'm actually kind of liking all the colors and just, it's kind of like color blocks of things. Not like a lot of detail. And over here is going to be the springy trees. So I need to let this dry a little bit before I go in there. Actually, I'm going to do a little background wash. A little background wash. So when I paint the springy trees, you just won't see the white paper behind it. Soften the edge kind of by scumbling. There we go. And then there's like trees and stuff over here I can add. But you know what? I think I'm going to keep it really simple. I have limited time today because I am teaching a class soon. So while that dries, I'm going to mix my color. So I'm going to use the lemon yellow because I want it a little bit more vibrant. Just stick that guy there. And then Delft blue. And then titanium white. Just adding in pops of color from the springy trees. It's kind of more, I wouldn't call it abstract, but it's like a very simplified landscape, more or less, playing around with colors today. You don't have to go out and do something super complex just to get in the practice of mixing colors, color relationships, different values. And then I'm going to mix some really dark colors. My Payne's Gray, Ivory Black, and some Burnt Sienna. And I'm going to do suggestions of tree branches and trunks. Not sure if I like that. So I'm going to mix some more of my green. Kind of overlap it. Yeah, it's a little better. Some more white. Really make this more opaque and lighter. More white. Okay. A view inspired by, well, a painting inspired by the view. Thank you so much for coming along with me on my little painting trip. Hopefully this has inspired you to bring your sketchbook, pencils, and paints with you the next time you go to a vineyard for a little wine tasting. There are only 4 days left in April, so there's only 4 more videos of my Plein April series. So make sure to give this a little thumbs up like if you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to subscribe, and if you want to get notified when I post videos, make sure to hit that bell button, and that will get you all set up. Thank you again so much for coming along with me. I hope this has inspired you, and I will see you in the next video.